Good morning, family and friends. Got a little discussion this morning here I want to talk about. Here recently, our public lands here in Alabama. This ain't if you own private land, this ain't for you. This is for public land, But you can still listen too, just in case you decide to hunt public land. But on public land now, guys are taking cell cameras and other cameras, and they'll litter out about 30 of those jokers over 80 to 100 acres. They'll go in and they'll hang them, you know, uh, 3 or 4 climbers and maybe even a ladder stand, and they call that that's their spot. And when you go in there, they get pictures of you, and then they post them all over the internet like you're some type of poacher or something. First of all, let me tell you, that ain't your spot. That's our spot. That's everybody who buys hunting license, and if they want to hunt public land, that's their choice. And if you choose to hunt public land, that's something you're going to have to deal with. But this right here, y'all guys want to get them outlawed, that's what's going to end up happening. Because there's been a lot of reports filed over these jokers. I got a whole closet full of cameras, and I could string them out all over North Alabama, but I don't. I got a few places I put one, and it ain't to catch people on camera. It's to catch deer, And I think trail cameras are good when they're used properly, but using them to be a scumbag, or a sleazeball or whatever, or messing with people's trucks. Also, we've had that going on here lately on public land. People parking and going in and hunting to some of these people's so-called spots. People are messing with people's trucks. So I got one of my cell cams that I run on a little speck of private land that I have. I have it now. When I park my truck, it's watching my truck. So when I go hunting, somebody messes with my truck, I will see who they are. And, I'm getting older and I'm not a fighter anymore. I'd rather pray with you is to have to fight you. And as sportsmen, I think it's ridiculous, or outdoorsmen, sportsmen, whatever you want to call us, to fight over public ground, because there's so many acres of public land. When somebody buys their hunting license, you have a choice to buy a WMA license, where you can go out and hunt the WMA, the Wildlife Management Area. You can buy a small game refuge license where you can hunt the small game refuge. And when you buy these licenses, that means you're going to hunt some public land. And it's just ridiculous, guys. I want you to know that all these spots where all these cameras are, I seen a spot the other day. I was walking through there, and it's just camera after camera after camera. And I know they saw me walking through there. But my buddy last year, we was on public land, and sure enough, he had his picture taken. We was on public land. Boy posted it all over Facebook. I even say his name. It was Brian West. Me and him hunt together sometimes during rifle season or bow season or whatever. And sure enough, I blasted him all over Facebook, made him look like a trespasser and everything else. And Brian don't have to hunt that way. None of my hunting buddies do. We don't have to hunt. We don't have to trespass. Because, we've stomped these hollers out for years and years and years. And, these guys that's got this stuff marked out like they own a certain parcel of land, a 40 acre or 80 acre or 100 acre. You don't own it. You don't. And you never will. You own a fraction of it as a public land hunter, but so does that other hunter that comes along. Some people says, I got a certain spot that's my favorite fishing hole, Well, sometimes that certain fishing hole that's your favorite spot may be somebody else's favorite spot too. And sometimes when we in the woods, we all go there. I go to the woods a lot of times just to vent, to have some time with the Lord, to not think about work, to not think about, sickness or health problems or something. It's, to clear your mind, But that's what's happening in Iowa and all of these other states. That's why these cameras are getting taken away. If you guys want to keep doing that stuff, that's what's going to happen here. And it eventually will happen in the United States. It were to be private land only. And respect another hunter, guys. Respect them, respect their privacy. If you do get a picture of somebody, don't blast it all over the internet and make them look stupid. You know, they may be over there having to use the restroom, you know, or you have to pee or have to do the number 2 or whatever. We all have to do that in the woods. And if you get a picture of it, you know, it ain't funny. I don't find it funny one bit. You know, 10 years ago, I probably would have laughed. But I don't laugh anymore because it's not funny anymore. And, you know, just be respectful. If you see somebody come through with a flashlight, that don't mean you're not going to kill a deer. Some of these places, thousands of acres, and guys are fighting over it, arguing about it. Well, that's my spot. No, that's our spot. Everybody's spot. You know, you got a favorite hunting land? So do I. I got a bunch of them. But when I go through there, there's a truck or I move on, find another spot. You know, go in there and hunt amongst them. Sometimes that's what needs to be done. I remember hunting a management area growing up as a kid. They would be truck to truck to truck to truck, and you would see deer all day because them deer was moving. So, you guys take care and God bless. And remember, it's not your spot. It's if you're hunting public land, it's our spot. We all share that land. Thanks and God bless.